Welcome, this is a place where you'll find words that inspire, heal, and remind us how valuable we are. They say love is the most beautiful feeling in the world, yet behind its glow lies one of the darkest shadows, infidelity. Why do people cheat? Why does someone risk losing what they once swore to protect? These questions echo in the silence of sleepless nights, in the tears shed behind closed doors, and in the quiet doubts that eat away at trust. If you stay with me until the very end of this clip, you'll not only hear the raw truths about why people betray love, but you'll also find hope, strength, and a deeper understanding of how to heal, grow, and protect your heart from the same pain. So listen closely, because what I am about to share may change the way you see relationships forever. Infidelity is not simply about desire or attraction, it is about something deeper, more hidden, and often more painful. People cheat not because they find someone more beautiful, but often because they are searching for something missing within themselves. Some run away from their own insecurities, some chase validation to fill an empty void, others confuse lust with love, believing that momentary passion will heal a deeper wound. But the truth is, cheating is rarely about the person betrayed, it is about the person who betrays. And understanding this is the first step to healing. Still, let us not rush. Stay with me, because as we unfold this, you will discover not only the reasons but also the solutions, and you might even recognize truths about your own heart. Why do people cheat? At times, it is because they are afraid of commitment, afraid of intimacy, afraid of vulnerability. They love, but the fear of being seen completely, with all their flaws and imperfections, drives them into the arms of another. It is easier to hide behind the thrill of secrecy than to face the challenge of true closeness. Others cheat because they are chasing excitement, addicted to novelty, not realizing that passion in a long-term relationship is not something found but something created, nurtured, and fought for. Still others cheat out of pain, they feel neglected, invisible, or unappreciated, and instead of speaking their truth, they seek comfort elsewhere. But here lies the dark irony: cheating never solves emptiness, it only multiplies it. It destroys trust, shatters hearts, and leaves both people with scars that often last a lifetime. And yet, in this painful truth, there is also hope. Because if we understand the roots of betrayal, we can also learn how to prevent it, how to rebuild after it, and how to love more consciously. If you are listening right now and your heart has been broken by betrayal, let me tell you, you are not alone, and you are not defined by the pain someone else caused you. Infidelity is a mirror reflecting deeper wounds. It reveals how fragile human beings can be when they avoid honesty and choose deception instead. But it also reveals how strong we can become when faced with heartbreak. Many who have been cheated on discover strength they never knew they had. They rise from the ashes of betrayal, learning to love themselves more deeply, to set stronger boundaries, to recognize red flags they once ignored. If you are one of them, know this: betrayal may hurt you, but it can never break the essence of who you are. Your value is not diminished because someone failed to see it. In fact, your value grows when you choose to rise instead of remain broken. So why do people cheat? Some would say it is human nature, but I believe it is human weakness. True love requires courage, discipline, and loyalty, qualities that not everyone chooses to develop. It is easy to follow temptation, but it is powerful to remain faithful. And those who remain faithful discover a deeper love, one that is not shaken by storms but strengthened by them. Perhaps you are wondering, how can I ever trust again after being betrayed? The answer lies not in forgetting what happened, but in learning from it. Trust is not given blindly, it is built, brick by brick, through consistency, honesty, and shared effort. Do not let one betrayal make you believe that all love is a lie. There are people out there who are capable of deep, loyal, lifelong love. And if you stay until the end of this clip, I will share with you how to recognize them. Infidelity is not always physical, it can also be emotional. Sometimes, the most painful betrayal is not a kiss or an affair, but a secret bond, a hidden connection, a set of words shared with someone else that should have been shared with you. Emotional cheating leaves wounds just as deep, because intimacy is not only of the body but of the soul. And this is why communication is the lifeblood of a healthy relationship. When partners fail to express their needs, their fears, and their desires openly, silence becomes the breeding ground for secrets. If you want to protect your relationship, learn to speak even when it feels uncomfortable, to listen even when it feels inconvenient, and to nurture the bond daily, not only when problems arise. Now, let me tell you something important. If you are listening right now because you fear being cheated on, or because you already have been, understand this. Betrayal is not the end of your story. It may feel like it shatters everything, but sometimes the breaking of what was false is what allows the truth to shine through. Some relationships survive infidelity and emerge stronger, because both partners are willing to confront the truth, take responsibility, and rebuild with transparency. Others end, and while that ending is painful, it also opens the door to a new beginning, one where you can rediscover yourself and build a love that honors who you truly are. But let me also speak to those who may have cheated or who are tempted to cheat. If that is you, hear this: the moment of thrill you are chasing will not erase the emptiness inside you. Running from your fears will not make them disappear. What will heal you is honesty, courage, and the willingness to face what you lack without hiding in someone else's arms. If you are tempted to betray, stop and ask yourself, what am I truly searching for? What is missing inside me that I believe someone else can fill? Often, the answer is self-love, confidence, or healing from past wounds. Until you face these within yourself, you will continue searching outside in ways that hurt others and yourself. Choose the harder path of truth over the easy path of deception, because in the end, only truth leads to freedom. And now, as we move deeper, let us reflect on the lessons betrayal teaches us. It teaches us the value of honesty. It teaches us the importance of self-worth. It teaches us that love is not just about romance. It is about loyalty, effort, and respect. When you understand this, you stop idealizing love as something perfect, and you begin to see it as something real, imperfect yet powerful, fragile yet worth protecting. You learn that love is not found but built, not kept by chance but preserved by choice. This understanding can change your entire perspective on relationships, and it can prevent you from falling into the same cycles of pain. If you are still here listening, it means you care about the truth. And I invite you to stay until the end, because what comes next may be the message your heart has been waiting for. Infidelity is dark, yes, but darkness cannot win where there is light. You are the light when you choose self-respect over despair, healing over bitterness, and wisdom over blindness. Do not let betrayal make you cynical. Let it make you wise. Let it make you stronger. Let it push you toward the love you truly deserve, whether with the same partner transformed or with someone new who will honor you fully. Life after betrayal is not only possible, it can be beautiful. Some of the happiest people once thought their world had ended when they were cheated on. But instead of letting that pain define them, they used it as fuel to grow, to heal, and to attract a love that was real. Maybe you are at the beginning of that journey right now. Maybe you are still bleeding, still asking, why me? But one day, if you choose hope, you will look back and say, thank God that ending happened, because it led me to a new beginning. And before we close, let me remind you, your worth does not decrease when someone betrays you. If anything, betrayal reveals their weakness, not yours. You are still worthy of deep love, loyalty, and joy. Hold on to hope. Believe in love again. Believe in yourself again. And if you found something in this clip that touched you, share it, subscribe for more, and let these words remind you every time you feel doubt. Because here, together, we learn not just about the pain of love, but also about its healing power. So, why do people cheat? Because they are searching for something they cannot find outside until they first find it within. But why do people stay faithful? Because they know that true love is not about escaping, but about building, about choosing, about committing even when it's hard. And in the end, that is the love that lasts. If you've listened until now, I thank you with all my heart. Take these words, reflect on them, and carry them with you. And remember this final truth: betrayal may break your trust, but it cannot break your spirit. Love is still worth believing in. And so are you.